Good morning.
Hello, 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 and happy Friday.
I'm so glad I get to talk to three of you.
What, there's three of me? Oh, these two guys. I don't even notice them. It's just
I'm sure you don't. I love how your friend Cheyenne this morning was like, it's my worst night. Cheyenne, I feel you, sister.
You're welcome, Cheyenne. There's three of
Did you
me.
grab both of those the other day when you went in there, or did you go back for the other one?
No, I grabbed both.
I mean, you grabbed the essentials, clearly.
Yeah. Well, I also grabbed my light bright.
Good morning, Nathan. Yeah.
And I grabbed my clown costume. And
Hi,
I grabbed my my Avon Bulldog cologne holder, but it looks like a pipe. Ceramic cologne bottle.
Were you afraid that those were the things that were going to get stolen out of our office?
Oh, and I grabbed my crystal.
That's why you have all those good vibes coming your way.
Yeah. If you are chasing a girl when you're 17 and strange people show up to the Burger King that you're working at and offer to sell you a crystal on a chain for $40, you do it.
Yeah, you would do anything to him. Like when we were talking about hiking the other day, you're like, I would have the boots and I would have the cargo shorts and I would have, and then after a couple months, I'd be like, man, I really don't like this hiking thing that you have me doing.
Oh, you're into cycling? Let me go get some spandex and $300 cycling shoes so I can show you how into cycling I am for a couple of months.
That's how
Who is that?
Come say hi. Come say hi.
Hey, Layla, do you remember like 3-4 years ago, you would come in to visit and you would grab my hand and you would make me go in the elevator every single time?
Do you remember that? Yeah, she loves the elevator.
Yeah. I went in the elevator the other day when I went back to the office to go get some stuff, and I put it all in the elevator, and as I was going down in the elevator, I was like, "Aw, this is what Layla and I used to do."
I know, my baby. She's getting so big, huh?
Yeah, you're not a baby anymore.
She's not. She's my baby girl.
Stop it, kid.
I know. Stop growing up. Say hi to everybody.
Hi. You know what I'd like to do, Layla? Yeah. I want you to stop growing up so much that I'm going to put your development, your future growing upness at your feet and tell you to knock it off right now. And when I become sad that you don't stop growing up, it's your fault.
Oh, she said you're beautiful. All right, go. Mommy has to work. Love you.
You're awesome, Layla.
Love you. Go. I know. I'm working. I'll see you guys in a minute. Get your shoes on. We got to go. She's a little turd. I love her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What do you have going on this weekend?
Not getting kids ready for school. I think I'm going to try and finish the backyard this weekend.
Oh, good. What do you have left?
Everything.
So you're going to start and finish, or are you like?
No, I'm rounding the corner. I'm coming. I'm on the home stretch. I was thinking, okay, follow me on this, because I'm always looking for a good side hustle. Yeah. I've got let's see, I'm looking at it right now. 1, 2, 10. I've got about 50, 60 square feet of earth underneath a pine tree that I want to plant succulents. And then there's a woman on if you've ever been in Modesto on the corner of Tully and Rumble, there's a woman who's always having a plant sale there.
Yes.
Okay, I want to do the same thing but with succulents. So I want to have a succulent farm. And my sister-in-law is totally in with me. She wants to do it too.
Do it.
So me and Shauna.
I can't even keep succulents. Do you know I can't even keep air plants alive?
That says more about you than it does the plant.
Like you literally just have to dip them in water like once a week.
Right. So I feel like because they're that durable for most.
Yeah, but succulents are a thing. Like you can get succulents anywhere. Why were people going to come buy from you?
Because people enjoy buying from people that have a sandwich board that says succulents and an arrow pointing towards me than they do from the big box stores.
Okay, so we learned that you don't have any like registration on your truck, and you're going to sell things without a permit.
It's probably
I'm just gonna give Modesto police your address right now.
This is probably going to be an illegal succulent farm.
Probably.
I may get arrested for smuggling succulents.
If you do, you better live to talk. Michelle's not going to bail you out.
I hope I have to get a high-powered attorney.
I hope you do too.
I hope that at some point I get to say, objection, Your Honor, they're succulents.
Is that really what Modesto PD cares about in 2020? They're going to drive right past your succulents.
I'm going to call them the COVID succulents. The covidulants. Come by my covidulants.
Yeah, you're like super COVID-y though. Like, how are you gonna wear a mask while you sell these succulents? Or are you just gonna tell them to drop the money in a bucket and hope they do it? Like,
I have a little claw.
I
have a little extended claw. You may have noticed that I handed the confetti to the barista when I got my first pumpkin spice with my extended claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep that, and I'm just kidding. I don't really use that often. You know what? Actually, and this is really cool. I saw this the other day. It's called Asia's. I think she called it Asia's outdoor retail event. It was at Davis Park on the corner of Davis and College. These people just got together and they threw up tents and they had like an outdoor market on Davis Park right along College there because people are struggling right now. And so I stopped and I asked her what the deal was, and she didn't have a whole lot of information to give me other than Asia's Outdoor Market on Facebook. But at Davis Park, they do it every couple of weeks, and it was really resourceful. I was really impressed.
Okay, cool. That's nice. I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, so because I do the metal science, I said, hey, I live like 2 blocks that way. Do you care if I come throw a tent up? She's like, yeah, go for it.
Do it.
So yeah, it was really cool.
Money. I hustle, buddy.
So what about you? You getting kids ready for school?
Kids got to go to school, and then we are going to the series drive cruising tonight to see Hotel Transylvania.
Yes.
Super excited. So I'm going to send them to school, and then I'm going to take a nap. I didn't sleep much last night. And then I'm going to pack up the chairs and the snacks and the blankets and all the stuff for the drive-in tonight.
I want to get to that real quick. Before I forget, I took a 4-hour nap yesterday, which I never do. And then I also went to bed regularly. Yeah. Really weird, right?
Wait, how did that feel when you woke up? Were you like, what day is it? Where am I? Or did it feel good?
Like I got mad. Like I looked at Michelle. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up?
Because you clearly needed the sleep.
She goes, because you clearly needed the sleep. I said, yeah, okay. So tonight, when you go to the cruise in, you have like a whole tradition around this.
Yes. When I went with my cousins, we would always bring a paper bag of fried chicken and a paper bag of popcorn, not like a microwave popcorn, like the air popped with the real butter and stuff. So, I did like any good mom would do, and I called grandma.
Right.
So I text message Papa Madden this morning, and I'm like, so can mom make this fried chicken or what? Because my mom was always the one who made all the stuff. My mom's the one who always packed all the snacks for all of us.
Where's mom's at on the fried chicken is what we need to know today.
She'll do it. I know my mom. She 100% is going to do it.
You could have, like my grandmother-in-law right now has a broken hip, but not in a good way, but not in a bad way. It's a broken hip, but it's not like a detrimental thing. She's going to recover just fine. She could be your mom, and you'd be like, how's that broken hip? And where are we at on that fried chicken for tonight?
Yes. Yeah, Mama Madden I'm still the baby of the family, Right. And that's so funny because I had lunch with my parents and my sister yesterday, and we were talking about somebody who gets taken care of by her family, so she really didn't go out and do anything on her own. And I'm like, I understand that. I'm the baby of the family. I'm the baby of the cousins. Like, you get used to everybody taking care of you.
Right.
You know?
If somebody came up to you right now and said, hey, for the rest of your life, you're golden. Just exist. Okay.
Okay.
So you're saying I don't have to worry about it.
I totally had this conversation the other day. They were like, if we won the lottery, would you still work? And I go, no. And I work 4 hours a day talking crap. Like, right. Absolutely not. Am I going to work?
To anybody that says, when I win the lottery, I'm not going to quit my job. Cool. Give me your ticket because I will. Like, that's what the lottery's for. This
guy that I've been dating, like, we're new dating. And I told him, if something happens to radio, you're like taking care of me, right? Like, I don't want to go and do anything else.
I had the same conversation with Michelle.
Yeah, but you guys have been together a decade. This guy has been around like 10 seconds.
How comfortable are you with freeloaders? That's our first conversation.
Right? I'm like, I'll go be like a yard duty at my kid's school or something if you want me out of the house a couple hours, but I'm not doing any real work.
We can get you that little metal basket on wheels, and you can go do your chores and your shopping every morning. That's how you get out of the house. You have to have a routine. Madden, it's really important to have a routine every morning, to go to the store, get there early for the senior hour, and and then walk home. But you have to walk home slowly and look slightly confused.
Yeah, right.
You have to walk home slowly, and you have to look like every single car that's passing you is freaking you out and making you terrified for your life, even though you're 50 feet away from it.
I'm on this. If that's all I have to do.
Take your time. No, you have to take your time when you cross the street. Like, you have to really take your time, explore the space, and take advantage of all the time that the little walking person gives you, plus the blinking red hand that doesn't say stop, but it says consider stopping. Use all of that.
I can't stand those people. Or when you stop for them to cross the street and then they take their time and they're in, no, knees to chest, knees to chest. I stopped for you.
You want to, hey, Married to a Blind Woman Chronicles? Okay.
Sure.
We should make this like a running series. We should come up with something for this. But anyway, so when we get to crosswalks, when we're walking, okay, because there's two mentalities for crosswalks. There's yours and my mentality. We're sighted. We don't have any disabilities. When we cross the crosswalk in our head, we're thinking about the drivers. We're not thinking about the pedestrian, and we're going as fast as we can. Now, when you get a blind woman at the crosswalk, that's not the conversation you have. The conversation you have is when we're starting to cross, if a car is getting ready to turn right and it's right there and it's waiting for her to go, as she's walking, she'll look at the car and she'll actually yell, "I'm glad you're getting to where you need to go in a car that's going 65 miles an hour. Can you give me 10 more seconds to walk?"
She says that? Yeah. Good for her. Because, okay, whether you're in a hurry or not, these are like humans.
Yeah.
These are humans. Like, you wait it out. Like, calm it down. You can wait another 30 seconds.
But here's where, like, I'll be angry at something and I'll want to say something to somebody and she'd be like, don't. Oh my God, so embarrassing. Do not. Shut your mouth. Knock it off. And then we'll be crossing the street and she's just shy of like slamming both hands down on the hood and giving him that crazy look and, "I'm sorry if I'm walking."
What?
I'm like, what happened? Don't
That's
say
weird.
anything.
How are you? Are you totally not used to women who just blurt things out while you have to?
Well, it's the constant don't say anything. Like, and what gets me on this is that, like,
I'm the same way. And then I'll snap on you in a minute though.
Because I'll be fuming and I'll feel like I'm justified. I'll be like, but I want to say something because, and I'll lay my whole case out. And she'll be like, yeah, but why? And then that'll happen and she'll just like, and I'm like, hey, why?
I'm the same way. If I think I heard somebody say something like, "What'd you just say to me?" Did I tell you about the guy? I think I told you about the guys at the gas station that were saying nasty things to me with my daughter in the car.
No.
So when we were coming back from Vegas, we're at the gas station and these two guys start like, what's it called? Catcalling, or what is that?
Yeah, catcalling.
Out their window. "Hey, baby, give me a piece of that. My kids are in the car while I'm pumping gas."
And 10.
Yes. And I look. No, they didn't say it to Layla. They were saying it to me.
Okay.
Oh, no. Whoa.
Okay.
I already snapped. If that would have been, I would have totally flipped. But here's why I'm so excited about this story. Because I look at him and I go, "You're not allowed to talk to me like that." And he goes, "Baby, I'm just trying to," and I go, "No." He goes, "You need to calm down." I go, "You think you're allowed to disrespect me and I'm not allowed to defend myself? F you and F off." Right?
Wow, nice.
And I turn around and there's these two women standing there laughing, but standing strong, like waiting to bow up to these guys for me. And I'm like, you're the real MVPs, ladies. You're the real MVPs. And he goes, you're going to talk like that in front of your kids? And I go, yeah, I want my daughter to know how to defend herself when people talk to her this way.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
No, talk to me that way.
Did they look at you and say, hey, you're prettier when you smile? Okay, sweetheart.
Oh.
Did they give you a firm slap on the fanny and say
on
you're
the
doing
fanny on the way as I was walking inside to make their sandwiches?
Yeah, you're doing a good job driving, sweetheart. You're really catching on.
The two women who stood strong there, and they were dying. They looked at me, they were so proud of me, but I was proud of them. I was like, good for you, because they were ready to like help me if I needed it.
Hey, power in numbers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm not going to let people talk to me like that. But I'm the same as Michelle. Like if I hear something off, I'm like, and there's no stopping. Like there's no warning. It just comes out.
Do you know how many fights I've almost got into because either my girlfriend or my wife felt the need to make their displeasure known with whoever they were talking to. And then as soon as they say that thing, then they step back and look at me like I'm going to be like, yeah, what she says.
No, I think people knew when it came to me and Joe that I was going to fight for myself.
Right.
Like if there's people coming out, he's going to run. He's not sticking around.
People look at Michelle and I because when it comes to like just being serene and calm, she wins hands down, right? But when it comes to like picking a fight and getting mad and yelling and speaking up to somebody that you don't know and starting a confrontation, her 100% of the time.
I know.
I'm a pacifist. I don't want to say anything.
I know. I know. It's me. I'm the same. And I'll be like, oh, everybody's peaceful and blah, blah, blah. But if somebody comes at me sideways,
right. I want to be passive aggressive. I want to do it in a way that either you don't know that I'm getting back at you, but I do. Or like, you know that I'm getting back at you, but you're not sure that it's me. You just know that somebody's getting back at you. Like, that's what I want to do.
My friend said that because we were talking about like all of our different, and we were talking about like toxic traits, right? And he was like, well, sometimes if I'm out and I don't like what somebody's saying, I loudly have a conversation so where they know that I'm talking about them. And I'm like, ooh, this is going to get real bad, me and you together.
I was like, have you seen Madden in the hallways of work?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and have to talk each other off that ledge.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. Fun. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that time you told me about the two people where you're like, if you could be a fly on the wall for these two people in the room right now looking up directions on their phone because both of them have to be right. Like, that's what it
Joe and I were just like sitting in the back going, are you watching this? Like they both were right all the time. Well, technically the directions say 1 hour and 27 minutes. Well, nuh-uh, if you take this other road, it's 1 hour, 25 minutes. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. All right.
All right. So series drive-in. I'm going to be out there tonight, Hotel Transylvania. Tomorrow is Amityville Horror, which I still think it's funny when kids say horror because they're not saying it that way.
I get the or.
Yeah. So yay. That's tonight. And we will see you at 8:00.
Bye guys.
Bye.